Olympia Watch, should Washington follow the lead of other states and redistrict in advance of the next election? That's just one topic getting kicked around as the legislative session begins. KOMO senior reporter Chris Daniels is at the state capitol with more.
Hello from Olympia, where the legislative session is officially underway, and a lot of the talk here will be about the budget, specifically new taxes and cuts. But there was already a bill on the table discussing whether Washington should follow Texas and California and begin early congressional redistricting. They are the sites of a new season in Olympia. The session has begun.
Our biggest challenge is to pass a balanced and sustainable budget.
Yet House Majority Leader and West Seattle Democrat Joe Fitzgibbon also has his eyes on the election.
We've seen states around the country at the behest of Donald Trump redraw their congressional maps in the middle of the decade, which is really not something that you usually see.
And that's why he's floated a bill to amend the state constitution to begin congressional redistricting ahead of the census if other states do the same.
If you support the idea of early redistricting of Washington state.
His Democratic caucus and Governor Bob Ferguson have signaled support, while state Republicans predictably have not.
There are very few tools that are left to move forward.
What I would say is that in general, what California did, I supported. What Gavin Newsom did. In general, I would never want to change our system, but obviously the rules have changed.
He said it is not on the table for us. 6 months later, he has introduced a bill to do just that. So I hope the public remembers when Democrats say later this session that the income tax will only ever apply to millionaires, that Democrats have not always kept their word.
Why now?
Fitzgibbon acknowledges he does not have the two-thirds majority needed to advance the idea. But
I think it's useful for us to talk about how Washington could show up in protecting our democracy.
It will be more fodder for all the lawmakers under the rotunda in what will be a shortened sprint to balance a budget by mid-March. Already a lot of the discussion here has been about a proposed millionaires tax, an income tax on the highest earners. Expect Governor Bob Ferguson to talk more about that during his State of the State address on Tuesday. For now at the state capitol in Olympia, I'm Chris Daniels, KOMO News.